Welcome back. Today we're showing you how to use your new sheets for your old sheets. Jennifer Ackerman-Haywood from the Grand Rapids Press and CraftSanity.com is here to show us how to make rag rugs, okay, out of our old sheets.
Yes, out of bed linens.
Got a little tongue-tied there, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, this is basically a great way to recycle your old bed linens into new and really colorful
This is a great idea because I really felt that the only thing that you could do with your old sheets is throw them over your head and cut holes out of them to be a ghost for Halloween. So I'm really interested in this.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. But yeah, I was inspired by the folks over at St. Andrew's School. They're doing a fundraiser.
Okay.
What they found is the economy, obviously we're all feeling the impact of the tough economy, but what they're finding is that parents who never imagined they would be out of job are now coming into the office and saying, you know, it's hard to pay tuition.
Right,
and so what they thought they'd do is set up an emergency scholarship fund. So when parents fall in hard times, there's money available to keep their kids in school and they don't have to worry about not being able to pay tuition. So this is a great fundraiser. And what they're doing is they have volunteers, parents making these rugs and they're selling them for $50 each. And they have a sale coming up on May 31st. So we'll have information online about that. I'm going to post some stuff at CraftSanity.com too about that. And what I'm here today is to show you folks how to make rag rugs.
Very cool.
So this is a piece of a bed sheet. I didn't want to rip a whole sheet because that would take more than a segment or time.
Yeah.
But what you do is you take your sheet and see how I didn't line this up exactly. I have about 1.5 inches on each side hanging off. And you sew across and you want to have a double seam. And then you cut. And this is the fun part. You can just rip this. And it comes out
so much time.
Well, and it stays exactly, it's a straight line. Okay, so you just keep doing this. And then what you do, when you get back up to your seam here, you just cut through it. Okay, just cut through that and keep ripping. Okay, so then you're left with a big roll here. You can roll it up. They're using sewing machines and drills even to roll the stuff up. They got very inventive. And then to make a round rug, you loop your fabric, and the first thing you do is you start with making 6 double crochets into the circle. And we're going to have directions online so people can see. And then you pull this tight. Okay, and then I kind of skipped over here. You can see this makes that initial.
I like this fabric.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Different patterns.
So that makes your initial circle, which is in the middle, right here.
Now I have to ask, how long did it take you to make like a smaller one and a bigger one?
Well,
I'm pretty sure it would take you probably about 7 months.
I have probably a couple hours into this. I think the average, what a lot of the volunteers have told me, is they're spending about 4 hours on the crocheting.
Is that all?
Yeah, and it's something that you can do in front of the TV. And St. Andrews is, I mean, if you crochet, they are accepting donated rugs. So they're willing to work with someone who wants to crochet for them or buy a rug. These are great for the cottage or anybody who's timid about color in their house. Because you don't have to paint your walls, you can just
a simple way to splash color into a room without having to paint the walls.
Yeah, you definitely can. And then it gets really fun because all you have to do is go around in a circle. And initially in these initial rows, I would double the amount of stitches. And then I just kind of you know, if your rug starts to curl up a little bit, then you need to add stitches. But it's you kind of get a feel for it once you start doing this, how much more you need.
And can you wash these just by throwing them into the washer? I mean, that's probably nice that if they get dirty, you can just throw them right in. It's like a sheet.
Yes, it's cotton, so it's all washable, and that's the really fun part about it is there's no high maintenance.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, you don't have a column this weekend, but you will have one next weekend.
I don't. Actually, this was intended to be a column, but we decided to make it a bigger story instead. So yeah, but I will be back on track with my Sunday column next weekend. So yeah, sorry to disappoint folks. But
well, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You do plenty for us anyway. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Thanks, you too.
Well, you can find more information on our website at WZZM13.com. Just go ahead and click on those Take 5 links. Now, when we come back, we'll show you what's new at the movies for the holiday weekend. Stay with us.